National Geographic transgender issue sparks outrage. Link below, and this one's from InfoWars. I'm going to title my video differently than that, but you know, it's blatantly obvious. Satan really hates us. Why does he hate us? Well, we are made in God's image, so Satan wants to be worshipped as God, and he also wants to warp and dehumanize and destroy God's image with the idea that man can become immortal with eternal life and become gods themselves outside of God's plan of redemption through Jesus. So let me get to the cover of this, because this is pretty bonkers, and a bit of the article itself. The cover of National Geographic's upcoming January issue has sparked outrage online for featuring children questioning their genders and spotlighting what they call a gender revolution. National Geographic is promoting and propping this up. They're propping it up. So if you're, and then the children aspect of it. So if you're a transgender child, you can get famous and get on the cover of something. But if you're a normal child, you're not going to be put on the cover. But anyhow, yeah, there's a... I don't even know, because this stuff is so confusing. So whatever the case, transgender boy, yeah, it's a transgender boy because he wants to be a girl. And the cover says, "From the boy dressed up as a girl pretending to be a girl," on the cover of National Geographic. And it also says gender revolution, and there's a heart. So they're essentially saying, however you feel or want to feel or think, you are. No. God either made you male or female. That's by design. That's how society works. That's how you get babies. Which is another aspect of all this. But anyhow, and the quote from the boy is, "The best thing about being a girl is now I don't have to pretend to be a boy." You see, early on, they gender confuse the kids, and then this is the result, and then they come full circle and promote it and prop it up. So it's just blatant attack on genders, blatant attack on God's design of genders and society and how it functions. It's gender confusion by design, and then promoting the transgender stuff and all the labels is just ridiculous. And then it's also, I suppose, being taught that that's okay. It's not being challenged. It's not okay to gender confuse a boy or a girl. It's not okay to gender confuse them. It's not okay to do. That's evil. That's disgusting. But it's being taught that it's okay. It's the thing. It's the revolution. No, it's not. It's a New World Order attack plan. Whether they're born as a boy or a girl, no matter how far they go with trying to change that, they are still what they were born as. That's of my belief and opinion, and I'm sticking to it, and I'm pretty darn sure I'm right on that one. But anyhow, God doesn't make mistakes. So All of this stuff is disgusting. If anything, it's probably a mental problems, but as I said, it's being caused on purpose. And this just goes into so many different things. It's an attack on womanhood, it's an attack on manhood, and it's an attack on God's design. And they're being taught that they can flee from whatever they are and try and become whatever else, anything else that they want. You know, they can become no gender or whatever. There's dozens of labels, and it's just garbage. But, you know, Satan is creating and crafting his counterfeit plan. An interesting thing is he can't create anything outside of what God created. He has to use what was created to create. He can't create out of nothing. And another thing is, this is not evolution. This is not evolution. This is man rebelling against the created design of things. This won't result in bettering society. This is just going to cause boatloads of issues everywhere. Up and down the line, side to side, totally many issues. God's design, very clear and obvious. Who's a girl? Who's a boy? This kind of thing, you never know. You'll never know. And if that happens, the amount of babies produced plummet, which is by design, it's part of the plan. Depopulation and all that sort. But I lost my train of thought. But anyhow, and this won't result, well, I already said that, and that's the other aspect of it too. If you plummet the birth rate, the social security goes to heck in the long run. Baby boomer generation versus afterwards, as an example. It worked for the boom, but the boom has to keep going in order to make up for it enough for when the younger people get older. Another thing is, this won't make man immortal. That's going to be a huge selling point of all this garbage. If you are trendy and do this, if you are cool, if you are part of the revolution, the gender revolution, it's actually de-evolution, whatever the case, you're becoming dehumanized to try and become something else. Not gonna make you immortal, but there's gonna be the tag on it that you're gonna be immortal at some point, and that's an evil plot that won't work. But as I said, this will help depopulation. That's what this is ultimately about, and that's from the elite, the New World Order. They're working hard to deify themselves, as in the words of Lucifer himself. Lucifer wants to ascend and be God and to be worshipped. The elite are taking after that, and the best way they can do that is to depopulize, more control, boatloads of money and influence and power, and create this satanic system, a one world government and order, a new world order, which God foiled the plans back in Babel, Tower of Babel, split them up, everything they'll be trying to bring it back together yet again in rebellion. It's against God's plan. So they're doing it on purpose. And, to finish things off, the target is children. It's been blatantly obvious for decades. The target is children. And that's really evil for them to have plotted these kind of things out. They're easily influenced in their young age, if you can mess with them early, that spirals them for the rest of their lives. And then they're more set in concrete with their age and their beliefs and everything like that. So it's just disgusting. This is disgusting. From my worldview, this is disgusting. My Christian worldview, this is not good. This is evil and disgusting. They should not be promoting transgender elements, and especially transgender kids. That's not cool. That is not good. That is evil and disgusting. And yet, if you come out, I probably should save it for another video, but if you come out as transgender on YouTube, you can be tossed on this channel or page and just be celebrated, and get tons, millions or billion views and get boatloads of money. So if you're willing to do the route they want for you, you will be promoted and celebrated. I'm telling you, it's by design. Not good. But anyhow, that's pretty much all I have left. It's just gender revolution. The best thing about being a girl is now I don't have to pretend to be a boy. That's what they tossed on the cover. Good job, NatGeo. Keep influencing people for good. And all your secular evolution garbage nonsense too. Not good. Not good stuff. They're going after the kids. It's been obvious for decades. So they are the target, and they will continue to be the target. I mean, how much more evil can it get? Ooh. It's like, how many years has this just been, all sorts of different things been spiraling like mad? Not good. Absolutely not good. But I think Jesus will return before things get too far. So we will see. And then here's a I don't know, here's some sort of other, I don't know if it's the same issue or just the back page of it or what. This issue immediately, and they left out traditional genders. So they have on another, I don't know, page design, or maybe the back page or whatever the case, all these different genders being celebrated, which aren't really genders except the, I guess, normal male. I don't even know what all these terms are. That's what's just mind-boggling. Intersex non-binary, transgender female, okay, transgender female as well, bigender, transgender male, androgynous. See, you don't even know. You don't know, and you can't identify. So that's gonna just spiral things to heck. But anyhow, I'll just keep on rambling. So I guess we've covered this good enough. So this is just satanic pushes in the wrong direction instead of Christian elements. So it's just garbage, absolute garbage. Just giving them mental problems by sabotaging them early. It's pretty sad, pretty dang sad. So need to pray about this issue. A lot of people do. So boy, oh boy, what will they think up next for the next 5, 10, 15 years? Who knows? But anyhow, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.